Okay, it's time to try something new for me. So this is going to be my first video where I will be speaking, so I will sound a little bit awkward, but with time I will sound better. So I have a goal for today, and it is I have two fishing poles of the same kind. They're both just cheap ones. They're both rigged the same type of weight. I forget the ounce, maybe half ounce. Same size hook, and then they are different colors, which is going to help for the goal of this video. We're going to be using two different baits. It's going to be night crawlers and canned corn. The goal to see is which out of these two cheap baits is the best one overall for catching fish. Luckily, since they're both different colors, we'll be able to tell easier which is which. Okay, so for the corn, I will be using the orange fishing pole. Typically what I do is just get a couple pieces of corn and I'll just thread it, maybe 3 pieces of corn, and I'll call it good. Alright, so the rig of choice is gonna be the Carolina rig. Typically when I fish for whatever catches, this is my favorite rig. To me this works the best. I have a swivel, the bead and the hook, and then, the bead and the weight, and then the hook down here. Okay, cool. Now I do have this fishing pole, the orange, rigged up with the corn. This is how it should be looking, and it is ready to be casted. Alright, so I have some corn here before baiting up the hooks. When I fish with corn, what I like to do is just chum up the water and toss a little bit, just wherever I'm going to cast. So, look, a fish just jumped over there. Anyways, let's try over here. Just let it drop. Right where that pile of corn landed, I will be casting and hoping for the best. So, now go the hooks. Alright, so now we're going to be casting the orange fishing pole towards the area that we previously filled with some chum. When I'm fishing like this, I just like to keep the line a little bit on the more tense side and then just loosen the drag, and that should be good. Alright, now on to the next one. Okay, so now the blue fishing pole has been baited up. This is a worm. I just put a tiny piece. Typically when I use worms, I like to keep them in a small piece, just enough to cover the hook like this. I don't like leaving excess amount of worm leaving or hanging, just due to the fact that fish tend to pull it off easier and you lose them easier. So this is the way that it works for me. I recommend it like this. So yeah, on to casting it. So now we are ready to throw the blue fishing pole, and here we go. We'll see. And as for the blue one, the same thing, just like the orange one. That could have been bad. We're gonna remove the slack from the line and loosen up the drag just in case anything pulls, and there we go. Alright, so we just had a bite on the blue fishing pole with the worm. Let's see what we have. Well, don't have anything, but you can tell that they did pull off the worm a little bit. Let's just refix it and recast. We're gonna recast and see if we can get another bite. Okay, now it's in the water. Okay, now both fishing poles have been casted. Both are now just waiting to see what will be caught first. We'll see which one's the winner, and we'll determine not only which one will catch first, but also which one will catch the most fish out of both of the baits. So let's hope for the best. Once there's a fish, we'll be back. Just as previously mentioned, I will be removing the slack out of my line just so that I can tell when I have a bite. So let's get to that. perfect, and that should be fine. There is a big fish right there. Okay, so now we're going to be checking my orange fishing pole, see if there's any corn still, or maybe even just change the bait to fresher pieces of corn. So we'll go to that. Okay, now we have taken out the fishing pole with the corn. The corn still looks pretty good, so we'll just leave it. Now, since that I have thrown the orange fishing pole in the water, I will be throwing a little bit more corn just in hopes of it helping us catch more fish. So let's get to it. And now it's just a game of waiting. Alright, so far in this area we have had only one single bite. We have not been too successful with either or. So we'll probably be moving down the lake to a little dock and hope for the best in the little dock. So yeah. Okay, so now we have moved on to our second spot. This is a little dock place. It's not too bad. Let's hope for the best in this area and see what we can catch. Okay, so now we're gonna be casting first the fishing pole that has a worm, which will be the blue one. We're not gonna go too far. We'll just cast it pretty much right next to us. Okay, duck, move out of the way. Out there is fine. And just like in the previous spot, we're gonna be throwing some corn into the water to see if that'll help us with increasing the chances of catching a fish. Now that way. Okay, now it's time to cast the orange fishing pole with the corn. See what will go. I have not had any single bites in this location as well, so we're gonna try a little bit something different. I will stay inside of my orange fishing pole. I'll leave that one in the water, and I'm going to go just maybe in between these two palm trees and throw the worm in hopes of catching something. And as well as I will be going around this area just to see if I can catch something here. If not, then we will have to call it a day. Okay, yeah, system. Ooh, it's fighting pretty good. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, surprise. Wow. All right. Well, that was a fail. Unfortunately, the line snapped off due to it being weak line, but we have results. The corn was the one that caught the first fish, and it was a really big fish. So, just with that, I call this video a win. I mean, we sort of caught something. We didn't take it out of the water. It was shown in the video. So, hey, I can take that. This will conclude this video for today. Uh, I know that I did sound a little bit awkward, a little bit more serious, but it is my first video where I am speaking, so I will upload more eventually as time goes, and I hope to become a better at this. I do have camera gear. Hopefully, this is good enough to make some filming videos. I thank everyone who will be watching this video for watching it and for staying in the end. And so yeah.